Joplin City officials discuss a new project they hope will help create job growth, but limited parking as downtown businesses concern.
A community effort to help feed the hungry in Miami has picked up steam and received some recognition. I'm Zach Dodge with the story.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Joplin City leaders discuss proposed additions to the city's downtown, while others express ongoing concerns over parking. This is KOAM News at 10. We start tonight with the Joplin City Council work session. They discussed plans for renovating Memorial Hall. Council members reviewed a feasibility study for Memorial Hall. The study analyzed the potential cost of renovating it, as well as a possible additional annex. For both scenarios, a conservative and an aggressive cost estimate were given.
I've heard from the community, and there's certainly one of the things that we hear a lot about at the city is the need for entertainment and amenities, and this would be a versatile space for the community to have, and something that could provide a lot of different opportunities for and a lot of different entertainment options.
The study was completed by 2 companies, SFS Architects and Ballard King and Associates. The proposed project is once again raising concerns over downtown parking. The issues were brought to the surface last year upon the release of a parking study for the Cornell complex. It's taking the place of the Memorial Hall parking lot, which reduced the amount of parking available downtown, and now the proposed renovation of Memorial Hall itself and a proposed project at the old library called Project Launchpad are reigniting those concerns. Business owners like Blackthorn's MELANIE WAMBLE are encouraged by the prospect of potential growth, but feel uneasy about what it could mean for the already problematic parking situation downtown.
I'm very excited about that, and the library, the school going to the old library. Downtown real estate's hard to come by, so they're not adding any more real estate downtown once, So I'm excited about what that's going to do for downtown, but then in the same, I'm worried about what it's going to do to the parking downtown.
The council will hold a meeting tomorrow night to hear more details about Project Launchpad, which would take over the old library building. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson says his state is anticipating ending participation in the federal unemployment program that gives unemployed Americans an additional $300 a week. The governor cited a shortage of workers in his announcement. He said in a statement, quote, "The $300 federal supplement helped thousands of Arkansans make it through this tough time, or so it served a good purpose. Now we need Arkansans back on the job so that we can get our economy back to full speed." Arkansas's participation in the program is expected to end after June 26th. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce wants Washington to immediately stop paying the extra benefit. The business lobby says the boost in government aid is giving some recipients less incentive to look for work. It also says about 1 in 4 recipients are taking home more in unemployment pay than what they earned when they were employed. Checking in with Nick Kelly. A little bit cool out there tonight, Nick.
Certainly with a lot of cloud cover and rain chances earlier today, Dow certainly felt chilly. And temperatures as a result, they just couldn't warm up very much. A cool start at 48, a high of 57. And at the very least, for those that wanted a little more rain, we got just under 1/10 of an inch at Joplin Regional. It's nice to see, though, a dry scan of the radar network right now after we got rid of the scattered showers that we saw late this morning and through a good portion of the afternoon. But even though we're mostly cloudy and dry now, more moisture ready to roll in from the west. In the meantime, though, we're dry and turning a bit cool. Most of us in the upper 40s to near 50 right now. Quick look at the day ahead. So it keeps us quiet overnight, but as soon as we hit that morning drive, here come the rain chances again, and it will hold steady throughout the course of the day. And you can see what that does with temperatures now, staying chilly with temperatures in the upper 50s once again. We'll see when the rain chances will clear out, if I can speak correctly, and when we'll finally warm back up, all coming up here in a bit.
All right, see you soon. Thanks, Nick. Oklahoma authorities released the identity of a man whose body was found in Tar Creek. Police with the Grand River Dam Authority identified the man as 24-year-old Casey Hampton of Miami. A resident on Saturday found Hampton's body in Tar Creek just north of the Neosho River in Miami. The GRDA recovered his body and took it to a medical examiner. That investigation continues. Joplin police have identified a Joplin man who died in a crash on Saturday. He was 26-year-old Chance Olson. Authorities say Olson was riding his motorcycle going west on 32nd Street when he hit an SUV that was going east and making a turn onto Connecticut. Olson was taken to the hospital where he died. The Humane Society of the United States releases its annual report highlighting 100 problem puppy sellers. The 2021 Horrible 100 report says Missouri tops the list with 21 puppy sellers. Kansas has 7 on the list. Locally in Neosho, Missouri, a dog at J&K Puppies LLC and Puppy Travelers was found lethargic and with dried mucus around its nostrils, they say. And dogs at Whispering Oaks Kennel in Coffeyville, Kansas were photographed in what they called crowded enclosures. However, these businesses were not cited by the USDA. You can find the complete Horrible 100 report on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. In February, we told you about a local woman and a restaurant owner who started a giving wall where customers can pay for meals for those in need. Well, now, only a few months later, the idea has expanded and the state has taken notice. KOAM's Zach Dodge has that story.
Eggs, fried pickles, or a juicy cheeseburger and fries. Sounds good and can be had by everyone, even if they can't pay.
The ticket's already been paid for.
Because of the generosity of others.
We probably get 30 put up a day and probably at least 20 get pulled down every day.
The giving wall at ZACK'S Cafe in Miami has been almost as big of a hit as sliced bread. Started in February, there's already been 400 tickets put on the wall, but it's not surprising to co-owner LACEY Perry.
I knew our community would support it. Everything that we all try to get together on always works really well.
At the Dog House in Miami, around 1,000 meals have been put up since it started in February. That's around $10,000.
It's been exciting. I had to expand to a second wall.
All going to people who need it, from teenagers all the way to seniors who may be struggling.
Nobody had to give. Nobody is forced to, and they've just gone above and beyond to take care of their neighbors.
And the movement is spreading. Montana Mike's in Miami started a wall in February as well, and one was started in Veneta too.
I hope it continues to stick around, and not just that, but hopefully give people other good ideas. I want to know how we can help next.
Because of that giving attitude, ZACK'S Cafe and the Dog House received some recognition. An official citation from the State House of Representatives.
And I'm really just thankful that everyone's seeing all the hard work that all of us little restaurants are doing, and I just hope that more people jump on.
But they aren't taking all the credit, because it wouldn't be possible without the generosity of their small town.
Just speaks volumes about how awesome our town is. I hope our town keeps continuing to be amazing.
In Miami, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Perry and White say they've received donations from people all over the country and even from people in Australia and Germany. The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce tonight honored Joplin educators with the Golden Apple Awards program. More than 80 educators were nominated by students, parents, and co-workers based on their exceptional quality of teaching. The winners are Stephanie Reither of Cecil Floyd Elementary, Kathy Nicodemus of Irving Elementary, Cheryl Cyber of North Middle School, and Saida Greenlee of Joplin High School.
I owe my mom a debt of gratitude. She taught for 30 years and I was never going to become a teacher. So I've become my mother and I'm a teacher and I love every minute. So I do have to apologize to my mom and say, yes, it's everything you said it would be.
The Golden Apple Awards are in their 36th year. Congratulations. Still ahead, the FDA has reached a decision on whether to grant Pfizer emergency use authorization for its vaccine in kids 12 to 15. And a declining number of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. brings some positivity to the medical world, but another number has health experts concerned. The Food and Drug Administration today approved Pfizer and BioNTech's request to allow their COVID-19 vaccine to be given to kids ages 12 to 15 on an emergency use basis. The companies said in late March the vaccine was found to be 100% effective in a clinical trial of more than 2,000 adults. Officials also said side effects were generally consistent with those seen in adults. Despite a dip in vaccinations, COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are dropping, renewing calls for the CDC to loosen restrictions for the fully vaccinated. Mandy Gaither has the latest.
When it comes to the pandemic, it's all about the numbers. One set bringing hope. In the U.S., not a single state is reporting an increase in COVID-19 cases the past week compared to the week before. A majority of states, 33 of them, reporting a decrease in cases.
I think everyone is tired, and wearing a mask it can be a pain. But we're getting there, and the light at the end of the tunnel is brighter and brighter.
Another set of numbers bringing concern. Over the weekend, the 7-day average of vaccine doses administered per day dipped below 2 million for the first time since the beginning of March. Several states no longer ordering their full allocation of doses as demand drops.
It's not an access issue anymore. Now it's a personal health decision for people that have some degree of nervousness.
Some experts worry vaccine hesitancy could contribute to a potential surge in cases later in the year, renewing calls to loosen restrictions for the fully vaccinated.
We do need to start being more liberal as we get more people vaccinated. As you get more people vaccinated, the number of cases per day will absolutely go down.
The latest CDC numbers show roughly 58% of U.S. adults have received at least one COVID-19 vaccine dose, and more than 34% of Americans are fully vaccinated. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Just over 21,000 new COVID cases were reported yesterday. Single-day totals haven't been that low since mid-June. The Biden administration is working to protect transgender Americans from discrimination in healthcare. The Department of Health and Human Services says it'll start enforcing Section 1557 of the Affordable Care Act. It bans discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. This move reverses a controversial Trump-era decision. Last June, the Trump administration announced it was nixing federal protections for members of the transgender community. At the time, the government said it interpreted the word sex as male or female as determined by biology. Federal judges temporarily blocked the rollback. Later, Pitt State baseball gets set to host its first matchup of the MIAA tournament.
Plus, I'm tracking some more rain chances and thankfully warmer temperatures on the way. Full forecast next. Sure enough, we continued our chilly trend that we started yesterday afternoon thanks to a lot of cloud cover and rain chances, certainly during the morning hours and into a good portion of the afternoon. You can see, though, at the trailing end of our indigo sky time lapse outside of Seneca, Missouri, it was nice to see some sunshine today before we hit sunset. Certainly nice after all the clouds and the rain chances we had to put up with. Cloud cover and rain chances that kept us chilly for sure. After we saw early morning highs yesterday in the lower to middle 70s, we went from 61, 6 a.m. Sunday, to the 50s all afternoon long. We dropped back into the upper 40s this morning, but at least we made a rebound into the upper 50s this afternoon. Thankfully, the rain chances that we had to start the day were well out of here once we hit the 5 or 6 o'clock hour this evening. We've just been sitting nice and quiet underneath mostly cloudy skies. And to make doubly sure, nothing in terms of rain on the radar network right now. But unfortunately, we are not quite done with our rain chances with this stubborn storm system just yet. But we're enjoying the dry time while it's here, even though it's cool. Hard to say that for a May night, but it is cool at 47. East breeze at 3, humidity quite high at 86%. Most of us in the upper 40s to near 50 at the top of the 10 o'clock hour. And it's going to be just a few more degrees that will drop back. We will hit the mid 40s before we hit sunrise tomorrow morning. But by that point, the additional moisture coming from eastern Colorado and western Kansas, that's more rain chances on the way. It's not because of a system at the surface. This was our last cold front actually that plowed through on Sunday, spawning some more severe weather across parts of Texas and Louisiana. It's what's upstairs driving our weather. This stubborn upper low spinning in the northern Rockies. That's sending another wave our way. That's what's going to push the rain chances out of Colorado and western Kansas into our area. by the time we get the morning drive underway. So let's enjoy the dry start to the overnight, because once we hit the morning drive, here's 7 a.m., a band of rain in our northern counties wanting to clip us, and developing showers across central and northeastern parts of Oklahoma. All these rain chances converge on us, so scattered showers throughout the day, not an all-day washout, all-day rain chances this is not, but the rain chances will be there along with the cloud cover and a good east breeze that will keep us chilly again. 45 in the morning, 53 by noon, and an afternoon high of 57. Maybe a break in the rain chances Tuesday evening, but once we get past one more blow with some scattered showers Wednesday morning, we'll look a lot better with partly sunny skies and highs in the lower 60s for Wednesday. And by Wednesday afternoon, we'll get a good chance to dry out for a bit, even though there's not much additional rain on the way, maybe a tenth to half an inch of rain, before this stubborn upper low clears out of town. Quiet Thursday. We'll call it mostly sunny with highs trying to push back near 70. But once we see a warm front with another wave coming on Friday, we'll watch for a few showers, maybe some scattered normal storms on Saturday. But with this upper low out west, it's sticking with Doug's pattern very well. That means thunderstorm chances Sunday and Monday, while scattered. That could also be our next severe threat that we'll have to keep an eye on. No matter what happens over the week, though, in terms of rain chances, temperatures, they're trending in the right direction. 57 tomorrow, lower to middle 60s through Thursday, 70 on Friday. And thankfully, Dal, this time next week, we'll have highs back near 80.
Yeah, creeping warmer and warmer day by day.
Yes, we are.
Thanks, Nick. Coming up in sports, Fort Scott and Frontenac meet in a matchup of two of the hottest baseball teams in southeast Kansas. Plus, Pitt State prepares to host Washburn in the first round of the MIAA tournament. Jacob Leonard has details next.
Well, two of the hottest high school baseball teams in southeast Kansas meet tonight in Fort Scott. The hometown Tigers welcome in the Frontenac Raiders. Now, Fort Scott has won 10 of their last 11, while Frontenac has won 8 of 10. In the first inning, Cal Cousins fights it off into right center. Luke Bradbury comes in from second. Tigers up 1 after the first. To the second inning now, they get another. Dryden Cousins pulls it into right. Caden Young comes home. But later in the same inning, Fort Scott looking for more. They got the bases loaded. Big moment here. Colin McCartney gets the strikeout. Then momentum slowly shifts Frontenac's way. In the fourth, bases loaded for Caston Fields. Grounded to short. Mario Mangini scores. Fields also safe at first. Raiders get 3 in the fourth and score the last 8 runs of the day. Frontenac takes down Fort Scott 8-4. On the Missouri side, the Joplin Eagles on the road tonight facing Glendale. Joplin wins at 9-2. Bodie Carlson gets 2 hits and collects a team-high 3 RBIs. And Joplin is right back on the field tomorrow night, hosting senior night against Lamar. Well, it is playoff time for the Pittsburg State Gorillas. Pitt State plays in the MIAA tournament quarterfinals this weekend, hosting a 3-game series against Washburn. The Pittsburg State Gorillas get to play at home in the first round of the MIAA tournament.
I love it. This is the last go around, and I wouldn't rather be anywhere else than right here. It's we got a great group of guys, and we're looking forward to getting after it.
This is what you talk about in August, to have a chance to get in the conference tournament and then see what happens when you get in there. So we're excited about it. You know, first weekend, you got to find a way to win 2 games.
We're out of school. I mean, this is our job. Like Coach always says, we're professional baseball players now.
The Gorillas are the number 4 seed and will host Washburn for a 3-game series beginning Friday. Pitt State was 2-2 against Washburn in the regular season.
They beat us 2 out of 3 here. I think it was the second or third week of the year, and played really well. Everybody's going to play good baseball. This conference is really good, and if you don't hook up every weekend, you're going to be in trouble.
PSU has won 10 of 13 heading into the postseason. They're hoping to carry that momentum to an MIAA tournament championship, but first, they need it to carry them past this first series.
Everybody wants to get to that next weekend and to a regional and everything, so we know we got our work cut out for us.
You know, it means the world to us. We put in a lot of work in the off season, and obviously during the season it's a grind. 40 games is a lot of games, even though we had 10 cut from last year. It's a grind, and we'd love to go get that championship.
There's 8 really good teams. I really believe that. I think anybody this weekend, somebody's not going to show up in Joplin that's a top 4 seed is my belief. I just don't want it to be us.
Pitt State's first game against Washburn will be Friday evening at 6. Game 2 will be Saturday, and if necessary, they'll play the third game on Sunday. That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, Sergeant Michael Williams. The Joplin native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Sergeant Michael Williams. He's tonight's four-state hero. Last week, we told you the Missouri Department of Conservation wants you to be bear aware. Yeah, well, a St. Louis area suburb became very bear aware when a juvenile black bear showed up in their neighborhood. Officials with the Missouri Department of Conservation captured the bear yesterday evening in the St. Louis County town of Richmond Heights. They'll relocate the bear somewhere with fewer people. Conservation officials will tag his ears so he can be identified if spotted again. The 150-pound animal is believed to be 18 months to 2 years old. Bear sightings have been reported throughout the weekend in several St. Louis area communities, including Webster Groves, Fenton, Sunset Hills, and Brentwood. So obviously hibernation is over. They might be hungry, looking for food, and moving into the suburbs.
Wow, suburbs I'm familiar with, but never suburbs I thought I'd see bears.
You see them more and more every year, it seems.
You do.
Sometimes along I-44 they get hits. They're moving around. The weather, some chances of rain ahead.
Yeah, we're dry this overnight hours ahead of us though, but as soon as we hit the morning dry, they'll be back in gear tomorrow with highs near 57. Eventually we'll dry out by Thursday and highs near 70 Friday. Then thunderstorm chances, especially by early next week. Those are thunderstorm chances we'll keep a close eye on.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.